So in this video, I'm going to tell you why I'm returning my Primus Lite knits for a Primus Lite 3. Okay, so I'm going to start off by saying that I've used the Primus Lite 3 for about 2 years, and I've done a lot of miles in them, walking, running, and hiking. These are definitely my favorite minimal shoes. And since I started to show so many signs of wear and tear, I figured that I would go out and get myself a new pair. So I went to the website, and instead of getting these, I discovered the Primus Lite knits, which looks so much cooler. Okay, so the main thing that I dislike about this one is the shoe tongue. So you can see in the Primus Lite 3, this has a sort of separate shoe tongue where it's like a separate object, right? But in the Primus Lite knit, it's not separate. It's just one continuous piece of fabric that they have over it. And this is actually my biggest dislike of this shoe. So let me put the shoe on and show you what I mean. Okay, so what this means for the shoe and how it feels is that when I put on the Primus Lite 3, I can get the tongue to go down to the top of my foot, and it feels very secure and hugs my feet a lot, right? So this is the top of my foot, very secure. But with the Primus Lite knit, so now I can't really lace this up because the tongue is in the way. And you can see that as I pull it tighter, it's starting to sort of fold here. And this makes a big difference for the feel of the shoe. So I can't really get it as tight here as this shoe is. And for me, that's the biggest dislike of the shoe. So this one, the Primus Lite 3, hugs my feet a lot more, and so I can do lateral movements, and it just holds it on. But there's so much extra space in this because of how it's designed that my foot is like too loose in it. Apart from that, the obvious difference is between like what makes this a knit from a regular Primus Lite. And the knit has to do with the fabric that it has. And I actually like this fabric a lot. I just think that the way that this was made makes me dislike it. So let me show you how. So this knit is actually quite elastic. And if I go up close, you can start to see my finger in it. You see, so it's actually quite elastic. And that elastic material goes around most of the shoe. So it goes on the side, it's not really down here. This part is pretty stable, and then it comes back here elastic, right? So this is actually really nice. But with the Primus Lite 3, if I put my finger in here, it's not really going to stretch, right? And similar here. So it's pretty much the same type of distribution of the material, except this one is more mesh and this one is more elastic. And this part is actually not elastic. It's also covered in the same way that the Primus Lite 3 is also covered. So yeah, those are the main differences between the shoes and what I like and dislike about them. And I'm gonna go out and get myself a new pair of Primus Lite 3s instead.